Welcome to Private Eye Tarot. This is case number 2925. I got this case on my desk last night and I've been investigating it for the better part of the day. And I believe that this is a case of the champion. So we're going to start off right here with the Six of Wands. And this is specifically about one person, and we're going to go on this journey with this person. And most of this case is about them and how they're feeling and what's influencing in their life. So with Six of Wands, we have somebody who is incredibly victorious. We've got a person that is standing next to their trophies. They're very proud. They have accomplished quite a bit and they're able to kind of brag about it a little bit, and rightly so, because they actually have been deemed the victor in most situations. So we're starting off with somebody who is confident, who stands out, who stands up next to their trophies and says, look at me. Now, when we dig a little bit deeper into that person, we see a couple influences that are going on behind the scenes. To begin with, we've got the Hanged Man, which is our first clue, and this is in reverse. And what's tricky about the Hanged Man is this person, though they are a champion, is kind of rooted down. They are somebody that has made a decision and has decided to stay with that decision, and that has kept them permanently in one spot. So that may be why there is a little bit of boasting. There's that little bit of saying, look how confident I am, look how much I've got. It's because they're not really going anywhere. They've got nothing left to prove. They've got nothing left to gain. They're just stuck in that one moment, kind of almost reliving their past glories because there's no real new glories to come by. What we're actually looking at is somebody who's almost at the top of their game and is at the ready point to start teaching other people how to be like them, because they're not really going anywhere where they are right now. Now, this person specifically is also a King of Wands. This is, like I said before, this is a leader. They are definitely not going anywhere. They are cemented. They are filled with fire and drive, and that is really exciting, and they are the type of person that you can follow. But with the Hangman in reverse, this person who is incredibly confident, who is a natural born leader, who has got everything in their background to show, like, I know exactly what I'm talking about, I've proven my worth, I'm going to inspire other people to be like me. They're standing from a point of watching other people go, and they're trying to help them to facilitate that movement in their life. They want other people to be like them because they know that they're not really going anywhere, and there might be a little bit of hesitation of trying to get to that next level, because this feels great. You've already won everything, you don't have to go anywhere, you've proven your worth, and now you can start to inspire other people to be like you. It's almost as though this King of Wands, this fiery energy, is somebody who is like, well, no, I don't have to do anything anymore. I can just show other people how to do it because I've already done all the work. But I think there's still a lot more work, and there's still a lot more story for this person. So when we start to see what's coming next, what are some of the other clues, we look at some of the evidence that's in their life. Now, we've taken a look at who they were and where they've been. Looks like they're not going anywhere, but deep down inside, we get a little bit of the shadow. And the shadow card that comes up for them is the King of Cups in reversed. And this is somebody who needs to not take things so personally. This is a person who needs to do a little bit of inward reflection, because emotionally, there is something hidden within. Like I said, from the very beginning, this is a person who is proud, can show everything off, inspires a lot of confidence in others, and leads with confidence, but emotionally they're not very confident, and their internal dominion of emotions is a little bit lacking. And I think they know that, but I think that they're in a place of trying to avoid that at the moment. So what we see for the next set of clues that are kind of coming is the Four of Cups that's in reverse. And this is a card that says, hey, movement's happening. You were in a place of boredom, which kind of harkens back to that little bit of being stuck in one position, not really wanting to move on, kind of complacent. But now things are happening for you. You are about to get an opportunity that is going to come your way. And because of that, this is a good moment to start to meditate a little bit, to start looking inwards to some of those emotions, because what's heading your way seems like the perfection of dreams. This is the total package. This is money, stability, family. This is the total human cycle, everything from children to grandchildren. What's coming your way is the total package. I've reached my end and it's absolutely perfect. This is exactly what I wanted, almost like a lotto win or like a promotion where, money's coming your way and there's a lot of stability within that. But what that is going to cause for you internally, if you do not figure out your emotions, is this Four of Pentacles in reverse, which is very challenging. This is a person who is locked in with their emotions, with their finances. They have acquired everything and they do not want to lose it. They want to keep everything as is and they want to control the situation. And that type of control is going to be a little bit challenging for them. Now, there is a curveball that has kind of come across my desk that I got from another detective that, he has a way of bringing things to the situation that we don't always see eye to eye. But what is on my desk, I think, is something that you might want to hear, which is the 10 of Ravens. Now, this is a particularly interesting curveball, thanks to Detective Galloway, that we got here. Now, the 10 of Ravens is saying to you, in your past, you have had an experience that has made you view the world in a certain way. And that experience is something that you say, hey, that's part of me. Almost like it's a joke, something that's your normal. But the 10 of Ravens is a really good liminal space card. This is like dreams. This is something that you see in the distance and you realize, almost like a mirage, it's not exactly right. What has happened to you in the past, you may think is okay, but something's coming up that's going to make you realize, actually, that wasn't okay. And that really isn't normal. And I think I need to think about that a little bit more. Now, with that, there is another area that's coming up that's a little bit interesting. And this is a death card, and this is the death card in reverse. This is the coming out card. Traditionally, this card represents somebody who is ready to shirk off their old life and say, this is me. I'm ready to be my authentic self. But this person who is in reverse is actually not ready, which I think goes back to where we were with their emotions in the King of Cups. What I'm seeing is that there is that desire for something better, another aspect of themselves, but they're not truly ready to change, to cut that part of themselves and become a better version, a newer version, a more authentic version, whatever that is for that person. They're in a place right now where they're not able to do that. And that is going to cause some level of turmoil, which is where I think the 10 of Ravens is coming back to. There is something in your past that you were like, hey, this is normal for everybody. But now you're starting to see, actually, I don't think that's actually true. I think that's just something I said. And now I'm realizing maybe that's not exactly right. So for our final verdict, we had an absolute amazing break in the case, which kind of blew my mind. This does not happen very often. We got a tip from Giuseppe, which is a very unique card in this deck. And Giuseppe says, hey, you know what? If you don't like any one of your cards here, you can go and pick out 3 more cards. So once I got this little tip from Giuseppe, I went and did just that. I went and picked out 3 more cards, and what we got is something on the horizons that I think is pretty promising, that kind of goes back to the 6 of Wands. This is going to challenge the champion, and I think it's also going to help with the 10 of Pentacles. I think it's going to kind of create that perfect atmosphere. And I think what the warning is, hey, don't try to control everything. So without further ado, we've got the Knight of Cups. What I see on the horizon is a potential new love interest. This is pretty exciting, actually. And this love interest is represented by the 7 of Shields. And what that sigil on the back, rune actually on their back, is in reference to Tyr. And this is about truth. This is somebody who is maybe actually just a little bit more established than our Six of Wands. Our champion right here is about to meet another champion. And what's nice about the Six of Wands is that is a lot of trophies, passion, fun projects, everything that, glitters is gold. But this one right here, this is somebody who's a little bit more stable. This is that person that's got the 401k on lock. This is the type of person who can show you their trophies, but they're from conquest that they really did well. And it feels a little bit more like business to me because it is the shields. This is something that is finance. This is money. This is a person that has everything lined up and is kind of looking for that next conquest. And I think it's actually our Six of Wands, because when I put them down, they're facing each other. And whenever I look at the clues, I always try to see, like, where are the individuals in these clues looking, and these two are looking right at each other. And for our final card that came with, the Giuseppe 3, we have the Lovers. So this is a fantastic card. This is a card of longing. This is a card of somebody pulling another person back to life. And I think that this is going to kind of fulfill that King of Cups energy. And I'm actually really excited that these are the 3 cards that kind of ended this whole case. But my boss, Sam, kind of wanted me to give you this as their last piece of advice. And what it says is, focus on what you want. Don't give life to what you don't desire. So very excited about that. And my favorite thing about this little piece of advice is it actually has my lucky number on there, which is 333. If that resonates with you, awesome. We are twinning. But overall, what we have is a champion who is about to meet another champion. And that those two together are going to create a life that is really beautiful and interesting. And there's going to be some bumps in the road. There's going to be some moments where you can't take things personally. You're going to get everything that you really want, but you can't control everything. You're going to have to kind of flow. And also, there's going to be those moments where you're going to have to change and cut some aspects of who you once were to be a better version of yourself, or maybe even just a new version. It doesn't exactly have to be better, it just is. So this is what I'm seeing for this case. This case is closed, in my personal opinion, because what we really have here is somebody who is proud and is about to meet somebody else who is also very proud. And I think out of the two of them, there's a really beautiful life that's on the horizon. This is Private Eye Tarot, and I hope to see you for our next case tomorrow. Thanks.